Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Now, I cannot see myself or anyone else, but let's quickly see if, yeah, you're all okay and you can hear me, right? Okay.
Yes, perfect.
I really do not like it too much when I cannot see. Yeah, other people, but okay. So I'm here to present AGS Global Solutions. AGS is the company that I'm working for, and most of you know who I am, but I will go ahead and also just introduce myself further. So I go to the slide. Ooh, this is really not working for 2 seconds. Now can you see?
We can see your screen. Yes, we can see.
Okay, everyone can see my screen. Okay, so I'm here to give you an overview of the AGS Group presentation. I'm Kathy Scalabra. I'm the General Manager in Thailand. I've been in Thailand since 2021. I think that's when I first met Michael. And before that, I was in Indonesia. Also spent some time in the US, France, Korea, Switzerland, Austria. I've been overseas for about 30 years now. Originally, I am born in Korea, raised in Chicago, lived in New York, LA, DC. Over the 30 years that I've been overseas, I've learned English, French, Korean, German, some Italian, Bahasa Indonesia, and a little Ninoy Thai, although I find it one of the most difficult languages that I've had to learn. I play golf. I'm very active with the American Chamber of Commerce, where and I run into each other very often. And I'm part of the Women AmCham, and I'm a little bit of a Bikram junkie. Does anybody know what Bikram is?
No.
It's just a type of yoga that I practice. Okay. So, next slide. So this is AGS Thailand. I started with this because that's why I'm here, and then I'll go into the global network of AGS. We've been in Thailand since now 2005. That makes us 20 years in this market. I have a combined experience of over 50 years in education for top global companies. We have highly trained staff that can assist in many languages. A lot of these are my languages, and we have a secure warehouse facility. And this is the team photo on the right there. Okay, so who is AGS? So AGS Group is a family-owned company. AGS, in fact, stands for the three names of the brothers, Alain, Gilles, and Serge. It is a French company, and we've been around for now 50 years, since 1974, and celebrate our 50th this year. We provide global mobility services, and we are located in 148 locations in 101 countries. So there's a lot of statistics here, but basically we provide tailored mobility service solutions to many corporations. We work with partners around the world, and I'll go through all of these in a minute.
Kathy, I hate to interrupt, but I can't really see your slides changing.
Oh, okay. Now
Okay,
we can see it now.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
did you hear, okay, you heard all this and you saw this screen?
No, we didn't see this screen. We heard.
Okay. And I presented the AGS team. And I made a brief group presentation of the AGS group that we've been around for 50 years, that we are in 1 countries, in 148 locations. We work with a lot of corporations, partners, accreditation. I will go through all of this one by one. Network. As you can see, there are many, many red dots on the global map. So, as I said, we are in 101 countries. Asia, we are in 41 locations in Europe. We have 12 locations in what's called the French Overseas Territories. In Africa, 61 locations. Middle East, and India is a separate location here with 7 offices in. Okay. I would say, AJ, that anybody has a question for me, you can either put it in the chat box or stop me or raise a hand. It will be more interesting, fun if everybody participates rather than me talk throughout the whole thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we have 24 locations. Basically, I will run through a few slides just to show you the scope and breadth of how widely we are represented. We have 24 locations in Asia. I don't think we have any competitors that even come close to this kind of global footprint. And we are also in countries that nobody is on yet. And our last office open was in Laos 2 years ago. Here's our European network. Given that we are a French company, we are French born. Since 50 years ago, you see a lot of dots in France, 41 locations throughout Europe as well. This is a little bit our claim to fame. We are one of the few companies with a full presence in Africa. You know that there are 54 countries in Africa, and we are present in all 54, with South Africa being one our largest offices in both Cape Town and Johannesburg. And all of our insourcing, our services come from South Africa. Then we have the Indian network, Delhi, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Chennai, very well covered there. The Middle East, this is a very big growing market for us, and that's also open office in Kuwait and Bahrain. AGS, French Overseas Territories, as they are called. This is to respond to some Haiti, Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, Saint Martin, Guadeloupe, Martinique, and French Guinea. Okay, so what kind of services does AGS Group provide? We have quite a diversified service portfolio. And here you see that we do domestic and international cold storage. This being our core business. It is the main business that every office would be doing. We are also into what is records management. This is document storage, document scanning, and everything to do with paper. Logistics and office relocation. This is professional service when a business is moving from one location to another. We come in and move all of their furniture, including IT. Cargo projects. This could be shipping or something across the country or across the world, and moving usually machinery. Fine arts would be moving paintings, statues for museums or galleries, or even some private collections.
Kathy, we do have a question, as
Yeah.
you may know, in the chat. Michael asks, so Kathy, are you MD for Thailand or for ASEAN, Asia? Michael, would you like to ask the question?
I'm the MD for just Thailand.
Okay.
And my responsibility lies in just Thailand. Okay?
All right.
That's why I started to present the Thailand office, but just giving you a quick overview of the scope of the kind of services, diversified services that we have. Okay, I briefly touched upon records management. These are services offered for banks, insurance companies, libraries. They are required to keep documents for legal purposes, and whether they are contracts, invoices, there's usually a legislative compliance that you have to keep documents for X number of years. So we may digitize, scan them, but basically keep physical documents for X number of years, and retrieval service as well as destruction services is one of our core businesses. The next one I mentioned briefly is fine arts. Basically, whether it's furniture or painting, we are specialists. Customized packaging of items from one point to another. And hospitality management, being also moving, but furniture out of hotels, keeping them for them, or outfitting the hotel when they get furniture. Office removal, as I mentioned, would be one location, another one, or downsizing, whatever. This also requires a professional team to come in, survey the premises, take audit of every single item that needs to be moved from point X to point Z. And I now get to our core business that we are best known for around the world, our national removal service, as we call it, removing service. And we have been people for over 50 years that provide door-to-door removal of household goods, which is furniture, everything you own, personal effects, pack and special freight them, like a fragile item. We handle the transportation, whether you want to send something by airplane, or by sea container, again, road shipment from one point to another, that we handle transportation. We also handle storage, if somebody needs secure storage, whether it's short-term, long-term, move vehicles, our transportation, mostly for embassies, and when you do international moving, customs clearance is involved. So, and all documentation for customs clearance, and we customize every, from any one point to another. So, us being in Thailand, we mostly moves out of Thailand and brings into Thailand. As I mentioned, we have a secure storage space where all of our customers' belongings have a private, we call these lift bands, wooden lift bands, and they are anonymously kept in our secure storage nets. Okay, so we also provide what's called, in addition to services, we provide what's called global mobility services. And what that means is exactly what the word says. Global mobility is globally moving people around. It enables businesses, whether you're a government or corporate or an NGO, to relocate from one location to another. We assist them with immigration, visa or permit. We settle people in through services such as orientation, home finding. They may need a month of temporary housing sometimes. Sometimes they ask for banking, cost of living analysis, transportation, orientation, anything they may not know about the city that they're arriving to is a service that we customize and provide. We also provide family support. So if your children, they might want to know everything about the selection of schools that there may be in a new location for their children. And also we have spousal support as well as language and cross-cultural training. And of course we do the moving of the household goods and personal effects.
Kathy, we do have a question from Jonathan in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes, Jonathan. He says in the chat, what has been the biggest challenge AGS has faced for moving goods for people for over 50 years? I think this is related to the slide we talked about earlier.
Jonathan, welcome back. We thought you were gone. Okay, Jonathan, can you turn on your screen for a second? It's okay. So that's a very good question. We tend to be in a business that people in extreme countries is one of the most stressful period. Apparently after death or divorce in a family or losing your job, moving is one of those very stressful periods. So the most difficult thing I would say is that we are dealing with a population of people in difficult situation in their life, needing a lot of hand-holding and support. And the other challenge has been, of course, it's an extremely price-sensitive industry where people are getting a service over a span of often 3 to 4 months, and sometimes they think they're buying goods in a grocery store when this is a service. So, price sensitivity and stress level people, I would say, two most biggest challenges that we face on a daily basis. So the next chart I have here is to just give you a little idea of some of the type of accounts that we work with here in Thailand. As I mentioned, a lot of customers that we have are ministry, embassies, NGOs, very huge presence of the United Nations, Thailand, so we work with many of those agencies. such as the UNHCR, UNESCO, Save Children, the World Bank, UNDP, all of those are part of the United Nations. We also work with a lot of embassies, U.S. Embassy, largest embassies in the world here in Thailand. We have a global contract for also government of Canada. We do a lot of embassy, French embassy, Austrian, Brazil, Singaporean, European, etc. So this is mostly the ministry, embassies and NGOs, and on the private company side, again, a very wide array of industries that we serve, of people who are going, usually top executives of these companies. So a brief company introduction, a lot of companies that work. Okay. So why do people come to AGS? Quality is one of the reasons. The company, we are present in over 100 countries around the world, so providing excellent quality service, being accredited and recognized in our industry is an extremely important factor. We are also, I'm having a time with slides around. Okay, so quality. We're also a group which is constantly developing. Private family-owned group, so we pay attention to a lot of sustainable issues as well as global expansion of the key market. We open new offices. Sustainability is a very hot topic at AGS today. With big training about sustainability around the world and how we can contribute to optimizing Seafreight provide digital communication, virtual access to all of our documents. We try to use our package material whenever possible, so our sensitive, sustainable, and the environment. We recycle both operation and office waste, and we also recycle our company documents. And in certain locations, we are looking at installing solar panels and biodiversity projects. And to in Thailand, participate in planting trees with the government of Bangkok. This is our main CSR activity, planting trees for the environment. We, as a global moving company, use a lot of boxes and packing materials, so we are extremely sensitive to recycling and planting trees and giving back. So I will spend a few minutes here on why we want our customers, and why we think our customers are choosing us. Our main difference and what we can provide is what we call the door-to-door, being the same company. We are a globally network company, the largest one in the world. We cover almost the whole globe, means from origin to destination, from end to end, we are using our company, which is not the case with all of our competitors in our market. We are innovative and proactive organization that we pay a lot of attention to technology and constantly improving all the tools. An example of that would be that there are companies that use handheld scanner, barcoding all of the labels, single item that we are other, which is advanced technology, which is all synced real time to our internal system, can be quickly shared to destination office time. I mentioned that we are a family-owned company, and the whole family is involved, very much involved in the day-to-day operation. We are financially very strong, sustainable, and profitable, which means that we continue to grow, continue to expand, and grow the business. We have sound business ethics. Part of the compact is have to practice all the UN compact certifications to and have excellent reputation all over the world, which you can check on all of our web reviews and Google reviews. Okay. Does anybody have any questions at this point?
Yes, we have 2 questions. First question is, what makes your company special compared to other companies, especially on international moving?
Okay, so perfect. I can just repeat exactly what I just said. And share. Our biggest force, I would say, is our global footprint. We are the largest company in the world, 148 locations around. That's a lot of offices, and we can provide for seamless using within our own to go out of our network, and that's it by their quality service.
We have another question.
AGS that hope to be achieved by the end of this year. Jonathan, you are asking all the tough questions. Of course, we have quantitative budgets that we have to meet. And one of our biggest goals, Jonathan, is to diversify our business by diversified business. So in addition to the big services that I had earlier, we would like to be providing more global mobility services. We'd like to be working more with corporations who are providing their employees immigration services, which is done by almost every foreign country. When you have foreign employees, they have to renew their visa and permit on an annual basis. Like to help them find their employees' homes, for example, that are just leaving people to ad hoc come and find their own accommodation. This can be streamlined, is more cost-effective. People are guided. The company shows that they're taking care of their statistics say that there's higher productivity and retention as well. And when you are recruiting people, you also provide people moving service, whether it's a single person, couple, family, that is highly valued. To be providing spousal support in terms of cultural, cross-cultural training. Where people arrive to Thailand, it's one of popular countries, although everyone's happy to dive into Thailand. Culture is very different, so we can support their employees by cross-cultural. So these are some of the other diversified vocational services that we would like to do, and to do in addition to household goods, moving services. That. Okay. Anybody else?
Does anyone else have any questions? Feel free to put it in the chat, or you can unmute your microphone and ask away.
Some questions? So, you have all moved to Thailand at some point. How many of you were provided a benefits package, such as a move or assistance to settle your country, new country by your companies? Has anybody experienced a relocation service?
Anyone want to answer that question?
Definitely not me, because I was born here.
Sophia, you are Thai.
I'm half Thai, yes.
Half Thai, so you speak Thai fluently.
Ha.
Okay. Good to know. Ayacha.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. You have a move coming up soon?
Not soon, I guess, but maybe I can have a few words.
Yes.
We use this kind of services not when we are coming to Thailand, but when we are moving from Qatar. So, yeah. And I don't remember anything, company name or something, but of course, when you live abroad, and during the time you are living, you have some, valuable goods, and you want to take everything with you. And some of the items for you is too special, so you want to keep them like when it is in your house. When you want to take it with you, if they have damage or something.
Yes.
You can feel very upset, and that's why it is. I think what you are doing is very important. Yes, and my son is also here. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you for joining. Yes,
That's why I think business trust is very important, and your company is, as I see, is one of the biggest ones. So thank you very much for all the information today.
There you go. Yes, you can also look us up on Google reviews and go to Thailand Moving Company. If you search AGS Worldwide Movers on Google Map, you will see everyone's, not everyone. We try to solicit some comments. Sometimes if they're happy. I hope that our customers say something so that other people also benefit from their experience. We are dealing with everyone's precious household goods and taking care of the family as they move around. So Aisha, you moved from Qatar to Thailand?
Actually, first we take all our stuff to Turkey. So we sent everything to Turkey, and when we are coming back here, we didn't bring anything. But I guess if we need to move one day, definitely we will need a service, because in 6-7 years in Thailand, of course, handicrafts and everything, you have to collect and take them with you, and furnitures. So yeah, I think.
Where does your son go to school?
Oh, he's in Berkeley International School.
Oh, yes. We work with Berkeley as well.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Yes. And know Paul, and yeah.
They give free ice cream. They give every ice cream. They give ice cream every Friday.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Excellent. And they have an excellent arts and theater program, as I know. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The theater is giant.
Yes,
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions?
I think that is all for now. Thank you so much, Kathy, for taking your time to doing this webinar. I really appreciate it. On behalf of the TTA.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's nice to be able to present like this and have people understand it. And the other challenge to Jonathan's question earlier is that even though we've been around for 50 years, unless you have moved or unless your corporation has moved you, it's quite a B2B business. So you do not, many people have never heard of who we are, and oftentimes, as Aisha said, they don't remember who moved them. It is true.
That's very true. All right, thank you very much. This is the end, and stay tuned for the next webinar. Thank you so much, Kathy, again.
Thank you so much.
Bye.